In 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, well, hello, and welcome to another episode on the Crew Podcast, y'all. I am the visionary. I am the visionary. I am the visionary. Of course, y'all, we do not have a show on tonight. We do not have a show that airs live on tonight, but you get an opportunity. You get an opportunity to have me here and me here to share with you guys. So come on in, share this out with someone in your circle of influence because you never know what the next person may be in need of, what the next person may be blessed off of. So, y'all, I just came on to just share. I have been live over on TikTok for about the last 2-3 hours. When I tell you there's an opportunity for you to meet some individuals. I actually was live, had an opportunity to talk with several individuals. And we've just been talking, just having conversation, getting to know each other, supporting each other, talking about the platform, just talking about what goes over on TikTok and how we can utilize the platform. I know a lot of people are really out to really try to garner and to try to make money off of the platform. Great idea, but if you're not consistent, I'm gonna tell you, it's going to take a lot of consistency. It's going to take a lot of your time. You have to be willing. Like a lot of those people that's over there that's really, really, really making money, they are devoting time. They're putting in the time. They're doing the live matches. They're doing the contests. They're doing everything that they can do to stay visible and to keep to make a connection with their supporters. Y'all, on this platform, you definitely, if you want people to share your stuff, you want people to send you these gifts and to send you these hearts and just to hit your screen, you're gonna have to really allow them to connect with you and allow them to get to know you. So for a lot of you that don't like to share, you don't like to be consistent, you don't like, that is definitely not the platform for you. I'm just going to be upfront and honest with you. If you're not someone that believes in collaborating, believes in sharing, believes in um, everything is twofold, because over there, I'm telling you, if you go over there with your hand out and just thinking that you about to just go over there and just get people to support you and you not support them back, I'm telling you right now, you're gonna be in for a rude awakening because they will request their gifts back. Yes, they can. They can request their gift back. They will unfriend you and they will tell people not to follow you. So for all those one-sided people that don't like to support and truly do not know the meaning of what support is, don't go to TikTok. Because if you go over there and think you about to go over there, you will get talked to any kind of way. You might even get cussed out. You might get called a couple of things that you don't even know what they mean. Because I'm telling you, some of them people are for real about what they're doing over there. They are serious and they don't care. Some of them don't want your pennies. Me, I take all pennies. If you want to send me a penny gift, please, by all means, send me a penny gift because those penny gifts adds up. A lot of them not gonna take your penny gifts. They don't want your penny gifts. They don't even want your 5 cent gifts, honey. If it ain't the 5 and the 10 and the $20, they don't want them. But let me tell you, who do want them? I want them. So if you got penny gifts you want to send, you can come right on over here and subscribe to the Crew Podcast, the Visionary Queen Angela page on TikTok, because we accept all support because y'all know me. I am a supporter and I lead by example. So we take our support. Ain't no support too little. Those pennies make dollars, and those dollars make more dollars, and the more dollars make more dollars. So that's what we doing, y'all. I take all gifts. But above all things, y'all, we are over there definitely trying to connect, trying to collaborate. Y'all, everywhere I go, I'm pushing these 4 C's: connect, collaborate, create, and community build. That's what it's all about. And how do we do that? We do that through the E3 experience: educate, empower, and encourage. Y'all, we're not on this journey by ourselves. And that's something that I have been sharing over the last 30 something days. Well, tomorrow will be 30 days that I have been sharing throughout this devotion. We've been talking about the unseen and trusting God and knowing that His word is true and His word is not going to return to Him void. Um, I just want y'all to get it in your spirit. Just get it in your spirit. I tell you, I'm so elated. When I tell you, I'm so elated about the news that I received today, because the enemy will have you. The enemy, y'all, the enemy will have you all messed up and will have you all out of your demeanor and all out of your character. They'll give you these diagnoses. That's why I'm telling y'all, stop picking up diagnoses. Stop allowing man to give you stuff, because I'm telling you, he'll give you something you can't get rid of. Let man tell it. But the God I serve, He said we are healed by His stripes. We are healed by Jesus' stripes. Jesus bore it. He bore it on the cross. And I'm telling you, I got the message from someone that they had got a diagnosis. And immediately when they told me the diagnosis, that thing didn't sit right with me. And it just kept bothering me. It just kept bothering me. But the God that I serve, he hockened my spirit, and he spoke to my spirit, and he told me that that diagnosis was not true, that was not the diagnosis, to tell them to go get another opinion. And I was obedient, y'all. I was obedient, and I kept on saying it. I kept on saying it. And I kept on speaking, and I kept on believing it. I kept on, and today I got the news that I wanted to hear. That I know that my God is still on the throne. My God is still sitting high and looking low, and He's yet still performing miracles, because I got the news that I wanted. The results that the doctor wanted to be true was not true. The result of God came forth, and I trust God like never before. I trust Him like never before. I trust Him like never before. If you don't trust Him, I'm telling you, if you have not tried Him, if you don't know how good He is, I'm telling you, just take me for my word. Take me for my word. And trust what I say, because I'm telling you, He's good and He's yet moving. I'm trusting and believing Him that He's gonna heal my friend Latanya's body, that when she go in surgery Wednesday and come out of surgery on Wednesday, she's going to come out a new creature in Christ. She's going to come out with all those ailments that was bothering her going in. She's going to come out ailment free. All those things that was diseasing her, she's going to come out disease free. Huh. I'm trusting and believing God, because if He did it for me, y'all, if He raised me up off my bed of affliction, if He removed things that the enemy came to take me out of here with, and to destroy me, to keep me distracted. If He can remove those things from me, y'all, He can do it for you. Because He has no respect of a person. I am nobody. I am nobody. He has no respect of a person. What He do for me, y'all, He gonna do it for you. He's gonna do it for you. Y'all, He said we were fearfully and wonderfully made in His image. In His image. In His image. Like, I've been recapping these last 31 days, y'all. And when I tell you, if you have not tried them, y'all try them for yourself. Just I double dare you to try them this week. Y'all, whatever you're facing, give it to them right now. Tell them it's more than you can handle. You cannot do it without Him. You need Him. Invite Him in so that He can take over the situation. Y'all, all He needs is an invite. Just invite Him in. And once you invite Him in, I promise you, He says, seek ye first the kingdom of heaven, and all things shall be added, y'all. All things, not some things. Everything you believe in Him for, everything you're trusting Him for, it shall come to pass. It shall come to pass. His word is not going to return to Him void. He's going to watch over that thing until it's performed and perfected in this time. Y'all, we don't have to wait till we get to heaven to be healed. We don't have to wait till we get to heaven to enjoy the riches of enjoy his riches and his goodness. He said we can have these things now. I want mine. I don't want to wait. I want to walk in mine now. I want to walk in it now. I want to walk in it now, y'all. Because he said we can have it. He said we can have it. He said we can have it. Everything that has been spoken over your life. There's 365 promises, y'all, in the Bible. 365 promises in the Bible. People will drag your name and people will destroy your character if you allow them to. May God rest these that couple in peace. It's sad that happened, y'all. I tell you, it's sad. But y'all have to understand the world that we're living in. You know, people do all this stuff in the dark, and they think it never will come to the light. But it will come to the light. Everything that we do in the dark, the word has already told us that all that you do in the dark shall come to the light. There's nothing that happens in this earth that shall go unturned, unnoticed. The one that created us, y'all, he sees all, he knows all, he sees all. And guess what? He's not gonna let it go undone. Everything that we do, every sin that we commit, when we walk around with unforgiveness in our heart, God has called us to repentance. Y'all, we see all things that are happening around this world. We hear the rumors of war. We see the war that's going on now. If you don't know the power of prayer, and if you have not been praying, I want to encourage you to pray. Join us for 5 a.m. prayer. We pray every single day at 5 a.m. See, a lot of us we are walking in error, and we're walking in things that need to be corrected and not willing to correct those things. It's a lot of things that is happening in this realm that God is not pleased with. And we know that. Now that's sad because I'm just like, I keep getting all these notifications, like this stuff keep coming up on my Facebook and these different things. Of course, a lot of you guys are familiar with what we have been talking about over these last couple of weeks. So there's a couple in Georgia. It was a murder suicide couple in Georgia. So let me see. God, them people crazy. I was reading that somebody want me to pay them for some followers. Not paying for followers. If people want to engage in our content, want to support our content, they will generically follow, not buying, not paying for followers. I don't pay for followers. Why? I've never had to buy followers. Facebook just um Facebook just took a account that I had over 7,000 followers, genuine generic followers that I didn't buy none of them, and they literally just pretty much just shut down my page for no reason. Because anybody know that my content does not go against any community standards, any community nothing, because everything I do is to educate, empower, and encourage. It's not about tearing anybody down. And most of the stuff that I use, I try to fact check it because of what we do. We are podcast hosts. We are journalists. We have magazines. Of course, we don't want to be passing out the wrong information. So we try. I try to make sure that all my stuff is fact checked. So I don't know what Facebook got going on, but I'm good. I'm cool with whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm good. Don't know why they seized the account. Don't know what, because I sure wasn't making no money over there. But they let people on here with all they little half dressing, sexual stuff, and all kind of stuff. Everything that go against the will of God, they would allow on this platform. But anytime you're trying to do anything within the will of God, trying to share the word of God, trying to uplift your people, trying to do anything on the positive, that's when they come at you. I have noticed that they don't like for you to be about your brown people. They don't like for you to be about um, empowering and encouraging. If you tearing somebody down, like they all for the stuff that transpired over the last 2 weeks. They all about that stuff. They all about seeing the fights and the whatever, anything that will take people out their character and is demeaning. They all for that. But anything that's gonna empower you, that's gonna encourage you, that's gonna help take you to your next level, they don't want that because they want you to stay in a state of disappointment, loneliness. They want you to stay at war with each other. Because if they didn't, like I was listening to one of those TikTok forums today, and there was a lady saying that we watched how they have given everybody reparation, how they've helped and assist other people, how they've put people up, how they've done all this stuff. Now, if these people wanted to help us, if the government wanted to do anything for us, they could have been stopped the racism. They could have been stopped everything that was going on if they wanted to. They don't want to, so that's why everything is happening the way it's happening, because they don't want. But when are we gonna want? When are we gonna want better for ourselves? When are we gonna want something more than enough? Than settling. Like, we got to stop settling for everything that they give us. It's not about it's not about that with me, because I'm a believer. I believe, and I know that. Yeah, I was reading this. I was reading this another post. There's another young lady, y'all, that apparently lost her lost her life too. Um Not sure if this is a different person or if this is the same person. Somebody might have just been sharing it. They might have been just sharing it, because she do look like The same girl. But that looked like another child. How many kids did she have, y'all? Do y'all know how many kids she had? Y'all probably like, who is she talking about? So I'm talking about the couple that was here in Georgia. So there was, y'all, what is that? Oh my God, y'all. These people have really blown up this place. Oh my God. Palestine before and now Palestine. Y'all, wow. That beautiful ocean is, I mean, this is what's going on over there. Those that are on TikTok. That is what we are, that is what we are experiencing at the hands of our great leader. This is what we are facing right now, y'all. Sad. Sad, sad, sad. So how is everybody doing on this Monday? And y'all, we're at another close of another month. Y'all, we're getting ready to come up out of June. We're headed into July. So I've been asking this question. I asked it on my morning, my Monday morning motivation, and I was asking the question: what have you done so far in 2025? What have you done to leave your mark in 2025, y'all? Yeah, these months are passing by. Y'all, we're already it's June the 23rd, y'all. We got 7 more days in this month. 7 days left in this month. So what have you accomplished for June of 2025, y'all? What have you accomplished? Like, literally, this month is gone. And what do you have to show? What can you say that you have added to your legacy journey? Because with me, it's all about creating legacy. It's all about leaving and creating a legacy. So, what did you do in June? Let me see what I did in June. So I had an opportunity to go to Chicago. Never been to Chicago, so I had an opportunity to go to Chicago. Had an opportunity to be a part of another amazing author showcase. Got an opportunity to meet some authors that I have been networking with and collaborating with on Facebook. We even shared in anthologies together. Had an opportunity to meet them in person. What else did I do? Um, oh yeah, was over here on TikTok. Have had an opportunity to meet some amazing individuals on TikTok. Y'all have come across some powerful men and women of God here over here on TikTok. Y'all, that has been the highlight for June. I've actually had an opportunity to work all the way through one of my journal books, my prayer books, because y'all know I'll produce them and then I'll put them up on what I tell people don't do. Put them up on the shelf. I put them up on the shelf because I felt me. I have not wanted to promote them because I've been doing this for other people and trying to do that for other people. So I said mine can take a back seat, so I waited. But when the opportunity present themselves, I always step in and I always share. So we were doing a visibility challenge, because y'all know I'm all about visibility. I'm all about those 4 C's: connect, collaborate, create, and community build. Those are the 4 C's that I live by. And I believe that it will make your brand grow. It will make your brand be seen. It will make your brand be heard if you utilize them. Like, faith without works is dead. We can't just say, oh, we believe this is gonna happen, this is gonna happen. No, you gotta put some work behind it, y'all. You gotta get and do some things, and then it will happen. It will happen. Like, these books didn't just jump off the printer. Like, I had to put some thought in them. I had to think about it. I had to pray about it. I had to ask for guidance. I had to map it out. I had to write it. He said, write the vision and make it plain. And that's literally what you got to do. You got to write it and make it plain. A lot of us, we have not because we ask not. We don't have the wisdom because we don't ask for wisdom. He said, ask and you shall receive, knock and it shall open. Seek and you shall find. So guess what? Every morning at 5 a.m., guess where I am? I'm up seeking him. I'm up meeting him, meeting and standing in the gap for all those other ones that cannot and will not get up and pray. So we're standing in the gap. We're trusting and believing. We're coming on one accord. We are interceding not just for our home and our four and no more, but we're interceding for the neighbors. We're interceding for the people down the street, the people over the bridge, the people across country. We're interceding for the nation as a whole, the universe, the continents. We're interceding on the behalf of God's people, those that he has called by name. So that's what we're doing every morning at 5 a.m. And I thank God for those prayer warriors, y'all. If you are in need of prayer, y'all, inbox me, direct message me. We will add you to the prayer list. Y'all, we call names out every single day. Everybody that has asked for prayer, everybody that has said they needed prayer, whatever your situation has been, if you told us what was wrong, we put that on the list and we pray for it. Or if you just ask for prayer, we call your name out. That is what we do. And when y'all, I just got to be transparent tonight, because when a lot of people, they see the platform and they see the things that we're doing, but the reason why I started doing any of the stuff that I started doing was because there was a need in my community. And I am from Anderson, South Carolina. And there was a need in my community because I was out there doing the work. I was out there working in the community. When I first went back to Anderson, no, I was not. Did not know what I was supposed to be doing. Did not have no idea what I was going to be doing. But I knew that I wanted to do something, and I knew that God had not brought me back there to do nothing, to sit down. So one day I just happened to just go to the library. I just wandered to the library, just walked in the library, didn't even know that it was a library in the facility, but just happened to happen up on it. Walked in the library, and there was a young black lady working behind the library desk. Never seen a black librarian before. That was my first black librarian. And then there will come another one. So there's two black librarians. I knew of three, but I know them personally. So sitting there having a conversation with one of the young ladies, there's another young lady walked in. They started having a conversation because I went off and got on the computer, and they started having a conversation. Long story short, before the end of the conversation, me and the young lady had developed a partnership. I was telling her, they was actually having a conversation. They was talking about how individuals do what they mama do what they grandmama do what they great grandmama do, because that's all they know to do, is what we call generational curses, and all they know to do is what is being handed down to them. But I told her, I said, you know what? I said, one thing my mama told me. I said, my mama's dead and gone, God rest her soul. But one thing my mama always told me, she said, well, there's a will, there's a way. And that thing has stuck with me, y'all. That thing has stuck with me like I don't know what. She said, well, there's a will, there's a way. So if you want to do it, you can do it. If there's a will, there's a way. And he told us that in his word. Y'all, if you have not, because you ask not, seek and you shall find. Y'all, I'm telling you, that day, I began to talk to that young lady. I began to tell her, at that particular time, I had a niece that was attending University of South Carolina in Columbia. She had got pregnant at age 14, gave birth at age 15. And she was in college. And when that young lady said that, I had to stop her. I said, look, let me tell you something. I said, I got a niece right now. I said, I got a niece right now that is in college getting ready to graduate. I said, she had her baby. I said, she got pregnant when she was 14, gave birth when she was 15. I said, this girl is getting ready to graduate. She's getting ready to graduate with 2 degrees. But not only that, y'all, within 2 years, she did not like the degree she had. So she went back and became a nurse. She's a traveling nurse. Was one of the first people to get the COVID shot. Yeah, my niece. Someone that they say that was going to be a statistic. You look at the circumstance, but where there's a will, there's a way. And not only did she break that generational curse, her daughter came and did the same thing, graduated, pledged, did a lot of things that a lot of people said we wouldn't do. But then I watched my nephew, because a lot of people had begun to write me off as a statistic too. But I didn't end up pregnant, didn't end up with a house full of kids, because that was the first statistic that they tried to give me. They tried to give me that one, but I refused to take it. So you're looking at someone that don't have any kids. I did not drop out of school. I did not get pregnant in school. But when my mom died, that's what they said was going to happen. They said I would drop out. They said I would become a drug addict. They said I would be a whoremonger. They said everything. They called me everything but the child of God. But let me tell you, let me tell y'all one thing. See, I got saved. My mama taught me about the word. She sent me to church. Even when she didn't go, she sent me to church. So even though I had all this down in me, I went off to college, y'all, and I began to experience life, because ain't nobody really tell me. So there I was out there back in the world doing the things that I wanted to do. Yeah, doing the things that I wanted to do, going against the will of God. But it's if you bring a child up in the way that you would have them to go, they won't depart. Y'all, even though I went back out there, even though I got back out there, the word was never left me. The word was still in me. I knew enough, and I knew how to call on the name of Jesus. Y'all, there's been plenty of times that I know that it was not by my strength, it was not by my will, but it was God. Y'all, it was God. I remember one night I was coming from South Carolina. I had been working at Frigidaire. I had that to even make a long story short, y'all. I had went home. Things had happened. Life happened, and things were going all wrong. And one of my spiritual brothers had told me, he said, I see you going back to South Carolina. I see you moving back home. I see you going back. And he was telling me, he was trying to fluff it up and make it seem like it was just going to be all good. But I said I didn't want to go. I was refusing to go. I was being disobedient. I said I did not want to go. Let me tell you how good God is. Let me tell you what God would do. God would shut everything down. God will shut everything down for you to be obedient. You go against his word, he will shut it all down. Y'all, I got fired from my job for something that I didn't even do. 8 years I worked for that company, y'all. Never got a customer complaint. My customers love me. My customers used to come in and ask me to give them whatever was on. I used to I'm telling you, every week I was changing my store around. My store looked like a different store every time you come in there. People love to come in my store. My store ranked in the top 40 out of 365 stores every single week. And then I ranked between the top 10. Go back. Anybody that have ever worked for Simply Fashion, they know I ran Old National, I ran Forest Park, and then they moved me over to the one in Union City and Shannon Mall. Not only did I traveled. I did. I helped train managers that was coming into the company. And I was one of the youngest managers at the company. The enemy tried to come at me early. I had my own assistant manager try to set me up and say that I was stealing. But let me tell you how good God is. See, y'all, at that particular time, I didn't wear blue jeans. Had no blue jeans and did not wear tennis shoes. So every time you saw me, I had on some dress shoes. I used to dress. So I never wore tennis shoes and I never wore jeans. So I didn't have any. Well, it just so happened at that particular time, my sister worked for me. We worked at the same store. Matter of fact, she got hired before I got hired. But they don't like for family to work because me and my sister had different names. We had different last names. They never knew that we were sisters. I used to call her Miss Carolyn because that's what she went by. So I used to call her Miss Carolyn. Nobody knew that that was my sister. But on that camera, you could clearly see that it was my sister that had on the jeans in the t-shirt, in the tennis shoes instead of me. So when we looked at the video, but to make a long story short, a couple of weeks after that incident happened, here comes the police into the store. This very person that was trying to get me fired, that was causing all of this, trying to scandalize my name, was the very person that was doing wrong. The police coming in there wanting to look at videotape because somebody had been letting people write fraudulent checks and they had been scamming people. But what these people had been doing was going into stores, stealing people's purses, and then using their credit cards, using all these different things to up their credit limits and to do all that. And they would stall them and keep them from canceling their cards. Like, they took some time to think about all this stuff. But that's the type of stuff that they were doing. But I never, 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 I never talked bad. I never said anything. I just said, you know what? Okay. God will vindicate me. God will vindicate me. Y'all, I went from a shift leader to a store manager within 6 months. I was the youngest store manager within that company, running one of the most productive stores. Our bottom line, all we had to do was make a 5%, y'all, every single year that I was with that company. The goal was 5%. I made 10, 15, 12% every single year. I got a good bonus for making my bottom line. And then I got another bonus, y'all, for being a low shrink store. Because one thing I didn't play was stealing. You went from this, internal theft it's the most, it's the most, it's what happens. It's your people be stealing, and not really the folks that come in your store. So I was determined not to have a shrink store. Every store I went in, I was determined to take it from a high shrink store to a low shrink store. Got one thing I believed in was integrity. And my name is all I got. My name is all I got. And I wear that proudly. I wear that proudly. You're not going, you can't smear me. I'm not to be smeared. Because one thing I operate in is integrity and honesty, humility. I don't believe in backbiting. I don't believe in, if I can't do something, I'm gonna tell you I can't do it. I don't believe in leading people on. I don't believe in making excuses. Excuses are for the incompetent, and I see a lot of people around here making excuses about anything. Some of us make excuses about stuff that we don't even have to make an excuse about, but we'll make an excuse just to keep from. Why? So if you are a podcaster and you're looking for a podcast home, y'all, we got a spot right here. This spot right here is available. We do not have a host here on Monday nights. On fourth Mondays, this spot is available. So if you're looking for a place to host a podcast, we have one right here. This particular spot also has a second show that airs on, I think it's second Thursday. Let me run down what we have. So we have first and third Sundays available, second and fourth, no, first and third Thursdays, first and third Sundays and Thursday, first and third. Then we have second Thursday and fourth Monday. So fourth Monday, second Thursday, first and third Thursday and first and third Sunday. So if you are looking to host a podcast and would like to join an amazing network with some amazing queens that's out here, they doing their thing, y'all. When I tell you they doing their thing, they're not just podcasters, they are motivational speakers. They are authors. They are coach. They are out here. We have a literary agent over there, Patrice, doing her thing. South Carolina Book Gal. She's doing that same person. South Carolina Book Gal is what she's known as. That is her personal brand. But she's over there doing her thing, holding down the section of the magazine. All things authors. You have Travita, who's doing her thing. She's the host of Believe in the Journey. She's a publishing coach. She has a publishing company. She's an editor. Um, Anything you can think of, when I tell you she can probably do it, she can probably do it because she the one that be helping me with this computer stuff sometimes. So yeah. And then you have Latanya, you have Shining, you have Shanette, we have oh my god, Alma. We just have array, Black Diamond. We have an array of a variety of individuals that walk in different lanes, and they walk in their lane with excellence. I tell you, if you're looking to be a part of Black excellence, it is right here on this network, because we believe in each other and we believe in those gifts and talents within ourselves. We just appreciate the opportunity that we can tap into those gifts and those talents and allow individuals to be a part of what we are doing. All we desire is to be the change that we want to see in this world. We know that if we want change, we have to be that change. Change begins and ends with us. And I tell you, if you are not involved in something, get involved, y'all. Don't just sit around and allow things to happen around you. Because when things start happening that you don't want to happen, then you've done nothing to stand up against it. You've done nothing to deter it. You've done nothing. So y'all, instead of being a part of the problem, y'all, let's be a part of the solution. Let's figure out what we can do to make an impact, what we can do to change things. Again, if you are a person that's looking for opportunity to share your brand, to share what you're doing, to share your expertise, you have plenty of opportunities to be a part of this network. We have opportunities. You have 8 hosts currently right now that you can connect with and possibly be on their show. All you have to do is reach out to them. If you're on Facebook, if you're on YouTube, Twitch, Kick, wherever, send them a message. You can always email them. Our email address is the crew. That's DACREW podcast PODCAST 23 2023 at gmail.com. Again, that is the crew podcast 2023 at gmail.com. And that's 2023. But y'all, there's plenty opportunities out there for you to allow your voice to be seen and heard. Guys, we have opportunity for you as well. If you are looking for a platform where you can allow your voice to speak, you can allow your voice to be heard, we have an opportunity for you to do just that. In this season, there's no reason why we shouldn't be thriving. There's no reason why we shouldn't be working together. Like, the 4 C's is real. There's an opportunity for you to connect, collaborate, create, community build. Y'all, it hurts no one. I was just over talking to we were just doing a live over there on TikTok earlier. And matter of fact, we're still on the same live, but we were live earlier and we were talking about um, we were talking about we were actually talking about some stuff that about TikTok and being consistent. How to utilize it, how we can utilize different things, and the different things that's going on over there. For those that are slipping on TikTok, you know, I'm telling you, I don't know how much longer it's gonna be around because if you listen to number 47, he's trying to get somebody to buy it out because he don't want the Chinese to have it. But if he cannot, he may just be done with it, y'all. And in 60, we'll know in 60 days because he gave us a 90-day extension. We're already pretty much almost into those 30 days. The end of this month. I think we'll be the 30 days, and then we'll have another 60 days to see what's gonna happen. But that is what he's wanting. Like I keep telling them, anything that does not go his way, anything where he cannot um, financially benefit from it, he's trying to do away with it. So yeah, it's a lot going on, and we just got to stay in prayer. We got to stay lifted. We got to stay interceding. So again, I want to challenge everyone that can press their way and join us on 5 a.m. prayer. Y'all, we're up every morning at 5 a.m. We stream live on freeconferencecall.com, and we also stream to TikTok. So those that are over here on TikTok, if you want to just listen in, you can hear us. If you want to call in and be directly, you can call in or you can click on the link. And I'm going to post that. I was supposed to post it yesterday, but I'm going to post it today so I can make sure that those that want to call in and be a part of the prayer line can call in and be a part of the prayer line. Again, y'all, when y'all are supporting those over on TikTok, don't forget when you visit those pages, y'all, all you got to do is hit the heart, hit the screen, tap, 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 tap. When you tap the screen, y'all, it sends up hearts. Those hearts will help that person that you are watching their content. It will help them get out in the For You page where people can see their content and possibly help their content to go viral. And it costs you nothing. All you have to do is tap. For those that are wondering, well, I can't send any gifts. Okay, you might not can't send any gifts, but at least you can tap the screen and it send up hearts. Those that can send gifts, y'all, they have gifts as low as 1 cent. And those 1 cent gifts, y'all, they add up. So for the people that don't want the 1 cent gifts, if they don't, all you got to do is send them over here to me. I'll take them, gladly take them. Because guess what? Those 1 cents add up. And they can help you complete a challenge. You never know what you can get off of a challenge. Because you may be the only, it may only be five of y'all, and they may be giving away 500 coins for the top three people. You never know what these people will give away. But if you never participate, you'll never know if you have the opportunity to win. But like always, I don't know what just happened. Oh, I turned the screen around. I'm sorry, y'all. Got distracted. But thank you guys for jumping on, and thank you for sharing. I definitely appreciate you guys for being a part of the live. Those that jump on TikTok and send up the hearts, we appreciate it. Those that send up gifts, we appreciate it. If you just go over and scroll down through our profile and check out a video, leave a comment or share it or tag it, whatever you do, we appreciate all that you do. Know that it is not in vain. We appreciate it. And thank you guys. I'm getting ready to jump on off. I hope y'all have a great evening. And I'll see y'all in the morning. For those that join us for 5 a.m. prayer, I pray that y'all have a great rest of your afternoon. And we'll see y'all in the morning. Love y'all.